It's never been easier to make $1 million. You just start with 2 million and you do futures trading.
And now the market. Oh! Oh! It went to zero!
No, on a serious note, the internet is full of money circulating, and you don't make money, you take money. So I take it from you, you take it from someone else, and the circle of money continues until it makes a perfect full loop. So imagine money going in a straight line like this, and all you have to do is find a way to take it, and you only take it by offering a service or doing something that allows you access to the big pile of money moving through, and you take your little cut. Now today we're gonna talk about how you can take your little cut by using Binance. Now while this could work potentially for any centralized crypto exchange, today we're particularly going to talk about Binance because it's my preferred crypto exchange. So this video is going to be broken down into 5 chapters. The first chapter is trading, spot trading, and futures trading. But we're also going to be talking about peer-to-peer trading, farming new tokens by holding BNB and BUSD, liquidity swaps, DeFi staking. It's easy to memorize, but I had to read it off the list. And it's a list that I wrote, not the freaking AI writing the script. No, it's me, top of my freaking head, using good old human intelligence. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Inspector. You're about to be mind blown, and let's get this show on the road. Spot trading and futures trading, if you're a beginner on Binance or any exchange, or beginner in crypto for that reason, you're probably gonna start with spot trading. It's what I started with, and it's what I would recommend anybody starts with once they get into crypto trading at all. Futures trading is a little bit more advanced, but once you get into it, you can actually do futures trading full time. I know a lot of people who are doing futures trading full time and have a lot of success with it. Now, futures trading is very complex. Don't get it wrong. It is very hard to do, and those who master it are the only ones who are actually going to make money off it. A lot of people lose money on futures trading, and that's just how it works. If those people weren't losing, then the other 20% of the people wouldn't be making any money. Unfortunately, that is how the open market works. People lose money in order for the other people to earn money. So, in short, for a beginner, what is the difference between spot and futures trading? I'll try to explain it the best I can, to the best of my abilities, using the least confusing words I can. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, you buy 1 Bitcoin for the price of $20,000. Now you can wait a year, you can wait 2 years, hell, you can wait 5 years or even 10 years, and then sell it back. Once you sell it, you don't have the coin anymore. So let's say in 5 years' time, 1 Bitcoin is worth $100K. You bought it for 20, you sold it for 100K. Now you have 100K on your account and you made a profit of $80,000. Now, in theory, all that sounds cool and fun, but most of the time, spot traders don't wait 5 years. Those are the so-called holders. If you want to be a trader and not a holder, you'll probably sell in 1 to 6 months down the road. So you will be looking at a much smaller profit, but then again, you can also use that money in order to buy other coins and keep your trades going, right? So for example, you buy at 20K, you sell at 40K, you made a profit of 20,000 or a profit of 100%. Now here comes the big difference with futures trading. In futures, you don't actually own the coin. So you don't buy 1 Bitcoin, you buy a position on the market, and your position could either be your bet that Bitcoin's gonna go up or your bet that Bitcoin's gonna go down from your entry. So let's say your entry is at 20,000. So the same price level where the spot trader bought his coin, this is where you enter your position. You can either enter a long trade or a short trade. Long means it's gonna go up, short means it's gonna go down. Now let's say at 20K you entered a long trade and Bitcoin goes up to 40K. Now the spot trader sells it and he earns 20,000 of profits. In futures trading, you would also get the same profit if your leverage was 1x. Yes, here comes the juicy part, the leverage. So with leverage, you can multiply the amount of money you're putting into a certain trade. So let's say on spot, you bought 1 Bitcoin for $20,000. So let's say we're working with the same amount of money. We entered a trade with $20,000 while Bitcoin is at $20,000 per coin. Now, with 1x leverage, it will mean that I used $20,000. With 2x leverage, it will mean that I entered a trade with $40,000. With 3x, it will be 60, and so on and so on. So what does this mean in practice? Well, this basically means that if Bitcoin goes up 1% and I have 3x leverage, my account would go up by 3%. The same thing goes when Bitcoin goes down. If it goes down by 1% and I have 3x leverage, my portfolio would go down by 3%. Now, as long as I don't lock the trade, as long as I don't exit or close the particular trade, I have not locked in the profits or the losses. So, as long as my account can withstand the drop, I can still wait for Bitcoin to go back up and exit my long position once I'm in profit. So, futures trading, a little bit more complex. I hope I explained this best I could. Hope you understand what all this means. I have a whole series on futures trading. If you want to check it out, you can use my link in the description down below for some juicy cashback opportunities and kickbacks, whatever that means, but you do get something, and you also help out the channel if you use my link. All right, let's look at this example. Currently, I'm in an Ethereum long trade. I entered the trade with 20x leverage with $1,000. So that means that I technically entered with $20,000 in this trade, or you can look at it this way: for every 1% Ethereum rises, my trade will rise for 20%. So currently I am 30% in profits, while Ethereum is only 1.5% from my entry. So risky trade, of course. I know it's risky, but I do believe in the setup, and I do believe we will go all the way up to my take profit area. The take profit area is where it will automatically go out of the trade and get my profits. I also have a stop loss area, which is if it goes down to this price here, it will take me out of the trade, so I will not lose any additional money. So yeah, currently $300 in profits. Peer-to-peer is something I used to use before. When I started trading on Binance, there was no way for me from the country I was living in at that point to buy crypto. So what I had to do is use peer-to-peer. So I had some money on my PayPal account and I wanted to buy crypto. It was impossible for me at that point to buy any crypto with PayPal. So what I had to do is use Binance peer-to-peer. Basically, the way it works is other people who also use PayPal but also have access to crypto would sell me Bitcoin for a little bit of a higher price than the actual market price. So for example, if I was to buy 1,000 USDT, I would need to pay $1,050 in order to get 1,000 USDT. And so the person selling me the crypto would make a profit of $50. Now, we're not going to talk about morals here, or if this is a good thing to do to make profit off of people who can't really get to crypto any other way. I will say it from my perspective as someone who was using the peer-to-peer services at that point. I was very thankful to even have that opportunity to buy crypto at all, even if it meant paying an extra price. And I understood why that is like that. It's a business model, it makes sense, and I'm all for it. Now, talking about the morality of it, again, we're not here to talk about morality, we're here to talk about how to make money. So that's one of the ways to do it. If you have crypto, if you have PayPal or any other options of getting the money to you, you can sell your crypto for a little bit of a higher price to people who cannot get it any other way. That is peer-to-peer. In a nutshell, moving on. Chapter 3, farm new tokens by holding BNB and BUSD. Now, this is something exclusive to Binance, obviously, using BNB and BUSD being the Binance coin and the Binance US dollar. Now, the BUSD is not issued by Binance, which is something CZ certainly states in a lot of his tweets, but it definitely is a cool thing. Now, in order to make money with this method, you do get free crypto, but you do need to hold either BNB or BUSD. Now, holding BUSD to get this is fine because it is a stable coin and it doesn't change in value. At least in theory, looking at you, USD. Yeah, I used to have 20 USD, only 20. Now it's worth like 1. Anyway, Binance introduced the Binance Launch Pool, which allows you to earn crypto tokens from newly launched projects just by depositing your BNB in the liquidity pool, or your BUSD, of course. So every now and then you can earn free crypto on Binance by farming some of your BNB or BUSD cryptocurrency on the launch pool. So yeah, here we go. These are all the things that you can basically use. So we got Binance Earned, here's the Launchpad, the Binance Pool, all of that cool jazz. But currently we're talking about the Launchpad, so let's go to the Launchpad and see what it offers. Currently we got the Hooked protocol. It is finished at this point, but the way it works is Oh wait, Steppen was also on Binance. Okay, I didn't even know this. All right, well that's interesting. So basically you got the preparation period, the subscription period, reward calculation, and the results. So all you gotta do is have BNB on your wallet, or some projects which also allow BUSD is even better. It's just a lot better having the stablecoin, but it also works in BNB. If you do already have BNB, then this is a no-brainer to do this. So you gotta commit your BNB. You basically tell them this is the BNB that I'm willing to commit to this cause. It is locked for a certain period of time. For some projects, it's not even locked. It just stays on your wallet, but you can't remove it from your wallet because you want to get as many rewards as possible. So depending on how much BNB you have on your wallet at the point of the calculation, that is how much of the coin you will get of the coin that you're committing for, right? You don't lose any BNB, you don't pay anything, you only gotta hold it on your wallet and you get the free coins in return. Obviously, it is not a lot considering there's like no risk involved whatsoever, but still, it's a very cool and fun way of making your crypto work for you, basically. Chapter 4, Liquidity Swap. Here we go. So another cool way of making your stablecoins work for you is the liquidity swap. So let me explain a little bit more about how the liquidity swap works on Binance. So we got the Binance Liquid Swap. That is the name of this, and this is an automated market maker or an AMM pool product. So this is a first of its kind on a centralized exchange. On DeFi, it existed for a while on the decentralized exchanges, but on decentralized exchanges, this was, and maybe still is, first of its kind. So basically, this hosts different pools of liquidity that allows its thank you Binance, Jesus. So this hosts different pools of liquidity that allows its users to exchange crypto with a minimal slippage in order to earn a share of interest generated from the liquidity pool. Now, okay, I'll try to translate this to English, okay? Sorry if this was a little bit confusing. So the way this works is we can lend liquidity to Binance, and then once these pairs get exchanged, once someone uses it and pays the fee in order to do the exchange, you get a portion of those rewards. But the way your commitment to this works is, for example, we have RPL, whatever this coin is, and USDT. So let's say you have $1,000 and you want to commit to this particular liquidity pool. So I would need to buy, if I had $1,000, 500 worth of RPL and keep 500 worth of USDT. I would commit to this liquidity pool, basically give them the RPL coins and give them the USDT coins, and I would get around 40% of yield a year. So I would get $400 in a year or around that. So from those 40%, it's 36.69% of fees and 4.09% of BNB rewards. So 40% a year is pretty damn nice. But now if the RPL coin goes down in value, once I withdraw, I might even have lost money. And that is the only risk that comes with this kind of yield farming. But the USDT would stay 500, I would still get my 500 USDT, I would still get my rewards out and everything. So the risk to reward ratio is there, but it is definitely not risk-free. Chapter 5, DeFi Staking. Staking is a simpler and kind of risk-freer, if that's a word, way of making your coins work for you. I mean, more risk-free compared to yield farming, because you don't actually enter a liquidity pool. You kind of subscribe your tokens and lock them for a period of time, and those tokens just work for you and make you more tokens in the meantime. So as you can see right here, we got BUSD, for example, and this is annualized, so we would get around 2.59% per year for locking BUSD. Now, this is not a lot, of course, it's only a little bit above 2%, but considering the little risk involved, because you are locking a stable coin, it is for a year, but you are locking a stable coin which is earning you a little bit of interest during the time it is locked. Basically, that is what staking is. You subscribe with a token. So we have a bunch of tokens here. We got DOT, for example. I can lock my DOT and get 17% per year, but I lock it for 120 days max. And so this is 70% annualized. So for 120 days, that's 3 months. If I get 70% in 12 months, how much do I get in 3 months? Well, anyway, you guys do the math. Either way, it is less than 17%, but still pretty good considering the little risk that is involved with something like staking. Staking is something I would recommend for everyone. If you think you're gonna hold a specific coin for a certain amount of time, staking the coin is a no-brainer. I hold my Cardano, my ADA coins, I plan on holding them for years, and of course I am staking my Cardano as well. It would be a no-brainer because I want to hold it for the next 5 years, so might as well stake it and make my coins work while I have them. I will sell them at some point, that's for sure, but why not maximize my returns, right? Anyway, that is the Inspector. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.